The Asian perspective here with the review of the Corsair Strafe. Keyboards have been getting a lot of popularity these days, especially with their tactileness and satisfaction and long-lasting key switches that are going to last you much longer than membrane switches. These keyboards are also good for gaming as you do not have to bottom out the key before the key activates. I have the model of this keyboard with the Cherry MX blue switches and with red backlighting. Cherry MX switches are keyboard switches that are made in Germany. Cherry MX blue switches are good for typists, especially with the tactile bump at the actuation point with satisfying clicks. However, this type of key switch is louder than others, but the actuation force is only 50 grams, which makes them the middle of the class among the popular Cherry switches. Popular Cherry switches include Cherry MX reds, browns, and blues. I personally am a fan of these switches because of the way they sound, feel, and type. Here's a quick sound test of how this switch sounds. Next, moving on to the unboxing experience, it was pretty good, and they came with extra textured keycaps for the WASD keys for FPS players and QWERDF keys for mobile players. And there's a textured spacebar, which makes this keyboard good for all types of gamers. There's also a keycap puller included, which is a pretty nice touch. On the top right, there's the Windows lock key and the brightness to toggle between 4 different brightness settings, which are off, low, medium, and high. Every single key lighting can be turned on and off using the Corsair Q software for Windows. Although the colors can't be changed with this model, there are a bunch of effects you can do on this. I wish this keyboard had specific multimedia keys such as the Corsair K70 does, but I am paying $70 less than the K70 at only $99. I could have went for the RGB model for this keyboard for $50 more, but I don't feel that there's a good price for what you're paying for. Also, this keyboard features a USB pass-through so that I can plug in USB drives without reaching all the way for the USB ports on my computer. However, there is another downside. To cut costs on this keyboard is made out of plastic and there's no wrist rest included to cut costs. But personally, I don't really mind the plastic construction as the keycaps feel pretty high quality. There are 4 rubber feet on the bottom of the keyboard and a kickstand to raise the keyboard a bit higher if you need to. In conclusion, the Corsair Strafe, the non-RGB version, is a great option for keyboard buyers with genuine Cherry MX blue switches and red backlighting. This keyboard is a really good deal, especially for the price you're paying for this high quality keyboard. Although there are some sacrifices, for the low price of $99, it still is a great buy. Thank you for watching the video, subscribe to see more content, and have a nice day.